How do? How we doing, guys? Windy as again. Go on, kid. Dangerous people. Little vlog. Gonna stay down the bottom of the field. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Do a few shout outs first. Shout outs at the end, Lee. Sorry mate, I'm doing them now. Again. Incidentally guys, Lee's not been well. He's doing a great job fitting the channel in between bouts of being poorly. If you want to leave him a nice message in the comments, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Get well soon, mate. I've got a piece of paper today, guys. Steve Cowell, Edward Bradbury. Steve, Manchester lad. Edward from Scotland. Got a lot of followers, Manchester and Scotland. Both same sort of message on Twitter. Private message. You know, watching the channel, loving the content, Sam. Basically, look after yourself. You know, if you need to speak to someone, here we go. Very kind. Lots of messages like that. Shout out to the Hacking family. No need to say anything more. You know who you are. All the very best, guys. Duncan Longdon. Far-flung land. Yeah, watching Real Porridge and enjoying it. Lee has put something on the channel now, mate, so you can have it on repeat and in order watch everything I've done from day one. Terry Whaley, you're a cheeky get you, Terry. How you doing, mucker? And last one, important this, a young mum messaged me in the comments on one of the videos. I lost it, mate. I lost it, guys. She said her son just sits and watches Real Porridge intensely. Anyone who's thinking they shouldn't be watching that, it's not for that reason. She'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's got some problems, mental health issues or something. Again, I couldn't find a comment, but he does watch it intently. He's attracted to me, which is, you know, I completely understand that. So if you see this, love, if you go to the video Bent Screw 2, it's 23 seconds long, and leave another comment, I'll be able to find you somewhere near the top of the comments and get in touch. Okay guys, long intro today, but you guys are important to me, so I'm going to keep doing them. Right, what we're talking about today, dangerous people. Yeah, you won't have heard of most of these people, but they're very dangerous in their own way. So first one is Phil. Phil had an addiction. Yeah, benzodiazepines. Been in prison 3 times, Phil. I'll explain what he was in for. First time I met him, I'm on healthcare at night on my own. Only myself, the wing's locked down, the orderlies are out, chatting to people, getting them hot water for brews and the like they did a lot. You know, they were a massive help. Yeah, it is windy, guys. Stevie, this way. So Phil, he was brought up from reception, kicked off, 6 staff. This happened a lot, this, guys. So I was told someone was coming. They brought him onto the landing, 6 reception staff. Very aggressive, this guy. They all then shot off very quickly, leaving me on my own, young nurse, and your man Phil. So what happens on healthcare at night is a new admission. Take him in the office, interview him. Should have been 2 staff. It is what it is, guys. Gets him in the office, sits him down, young nurse is interviewing him. Yeah, this guy is gonna go. Anyway, the nurse is behind the desk. He's the other side, big desk. I'm quite confident he can't get to her. I'm stood at the side of him. He goes to pick the phone up. I'm speaking to my girlfriend. He wasn't polite and quite like that. Very quick he turned. 2 minutes, very, very heated conversation. That's a long time, guys. It was basically eye to eye. I'm telling him, you're not going to get a phone call tonight. However, I'm on tomorrow morning, yeah? Look at me. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you a phone call. He's looking at me. He's having a phone call tonight, yeah? Very, very intense standoff. And no swearing there from me. How good's that? Come on, Stephen. Gets in behind his door anyway. Interpersonal skills. Phil is another one. He had a fairly long stay on healthcare before he went to a mental health unit. First time in his life. Yeah? The nutters, the really bad ones, you know, we got on. Yeah? I don't know. I do know, actually. I do know why they were attracted to me. It's not just how you talk and treat them. There is something going on with me and people. Now, people are contacting me, yeah? Lots of people. Yeah, about mental health and everything else. That's how it is, guys. That's the sort of person I am. I've always been like that. Sometimes these things get lost in life. But I got on with Phil. All his stay on healthcare, very, very, very aggressive. He scared people. He could go just like that. But you know what? You bring him down, no restraints, no incidents all the time he were on there, and he would come back and apologise to anyone and everyone, right? So what we're Phil in for? 3 sentences he'd done in his life. And when I talk about him having an addiction to benzodiazepines, you know, people will never really understand this. 30 or 40 pills at a time, yeah? Buckets full of diazepam. Incredible addiction, and the come down from that is horrendous. He crashed on healthcare, he was ill. Way, way worse than, you know, heroin, in my opinion, coming off them sort of pills. Anyway, he was in 3 times. First time, he tried to kill a paedophile who just come out of jail. So people might be cheering or whatever. I'm not telling you this for that reason. That's first time in. So he's attacked someone, assaulted them quite. He tried to kill him. That's what he said. Second 2 sentences. A prisoner who was a regular in Strangeways. Yeah, been coming in 20 years. Proper hard bastard. One of them fight 10 staff. Yeah, and go for a good 4 or 5 minutes as well. Where most people, you spent a minute. You spent. If you're fit, you might do 2 minutes. That's been restrained. This lad, you know, 5-6 minutes, 10 staff. Proper hard bastard. I never knew. Sex offence. Raped a minor early on in his career. Phil, yeah, he knew him on out. Yeah, and he tried to kill him twice. So his first offence, tried to kill a paedophile. Second 2 offences, same person. Yeah. That lad come in, yeah, from hospital after a beating Phil had given him, yeah, for something else. Now, I'm not mentioning the guy he beat twice because there was half a dozen people with his name and 2 or 3 of them were really good lads. So it'd be like saying Smith or something like that, yeah. Phil, no incidents. On the out, told me, and I believed him, if he ever got a chance he was going to kill that guy, yeah? Fuck my life. If I get a chance to kill him, I'm going to kill him. And I believed he was that. Sorry. Take 2, Lee. I believe he would have, honestly. Very, very dangerous individual. Yeah? Stephen. Not that Stephen. Stephen? Stephen? Yeah, not that Stephen. Not that Stephen, guys. Another lad. Very familiar with. Spent all his life in mental health institutions, forensic units, you know, hospital wards where they deal with people like that. And a lot of prison. Nothing bad. You know, I never battered anyone or anything like that. These people with mental health, are either in hospitals, forensic units, or if they're unmedicated and unwell, yeah, bobbies turn up, police to arrest them, get done for assaulting police all the time. Yeah, they're not necessarily wanting to hurt you, but they're not well. So Stephen used to scare staff, and I mean scare staff. Final time I saw him, again, reception, coming at night, we've got Stephen here. Okay, can you come and get him? Okay, so again, I'm on my own. Phone's K-Wing. Asked whether they got a spare officer, which they had. Asked him whether he would come over to healthcare, just to mind the unit for a couple of minutes while I fetched one from reception. Got my radio, off I went. Went to the front desk in reception. Where's Stephen? Holding cell on his own. Okay, goes round with the officer. The officer warns me that he's going to kick off. Yeah, could have warned me before I went down on my own. Anyway, I knew him quite well. Went to the door, he's on his own, sat down, obviously agitated. Stephen, you alright? Mr. Samworth, how are you? I'm good. You're very agitated, I'm being told. You're going to kick off. Mr. Samworth, just get me out of here, please. Coming to healthcare, Stephen. Fine, I'll come to healthcare. Just get me out of here. We had a slow walk up, yeah, chatting to him. Obviously very agitated. Came to healthcare. So he stopped taking his meds, Stephen. Unmedicated, very, very, very dangerous individual. Again, a lot of these people end up getting badly hurt, badly injured. You know, police aren't trained. They turn up, Stephen's there, people get to know him in area, call more staff, taser him, do whatever they're going to do, yeah. Police, like prison officers, like lots of people, not used to dealing with people like Stephen. All they see is a very violent individual who can hurt them, so they treat them appropriately. I know they're on about having community mental health bobbies or the similar, which is someone who's trained, who can turn up and maybe de-escalate a situation. Yeah, whether that'll ever happen, I don't know. So we got him on healthcare. He's going to be going to hospital. I know that, he knows that. He is unmedicated and very unpredictable. During his stay, at that time we had quite a few staff in the morning on healthcare, 4 or 5. Then 3 would go off and leave 2 on the unit. In the morning, we would try and deal with people like Stephen. He was on a 3-officer unlock protocol, means he would come out on his own, minimum of 3 staff. We've been through this, but I'll keep letting people know best I can. So we've had numerous confrontations. He's refused to come off the exercise yard. All of them are being dealt with and de-escalated. Yeah, we've got a good rapport. We've got a good me, staff, him, prisoner relationship. I spent hours listening to that lad. Yeah, you know, very sad conversations, paranoia and the likes like you've never known. Just before he went to hospital, yeah, where's the son? I got told off the other day by our lass. Yeah, let's stand this way. Me boy. Yeah, you stay there, kid. Quite a few confrontations. So, one morning, I'm in the office doing the ACT documents. Assessment, care in custody, teamwork, suicide, self-harm. Gets a bit loud, he goes out, 5 staff. Stephen has got a mop. Yeah? And he is not giving up that mop. And said staff are scared, you can tell that. He's a big lad, this lad, and when he goes, he goes. Yeah, like I say, not necessarily trying to hurt you, but when he goes, he goes. So, sorry guys, being a rugby player, no, seriously, somebody like that, he's got a power base, he kicks off, people are going to get hurt trying to take him down. Me, bam, straight out office, 5 metres, hit him mid-waist, took him to deck. As I ran, you know, this is a couple of seconds, out of the way, just shouted. Everyone did, apart from one officer. Scrappy. Yeah? Officer Scrappy, why was he called Scrappy? Could he fight? No. He caused fights. No surprise there, is there? There you go. But he was a funny guy sometimes. He wasn't a healthcare officer though. He didn't have the temperament. He was the other end of the scale. Anyway, I flattened Stephen, I flattened him. I didn't flatten him on purpose, it happened. Yeah? Troops arrive, alarm bell. We restrained him into his cell. So I've got that report going now. Yeah, got him wrapped up. Means he's in locks. We moved him into his cell. Yeah. Now he's known for having weapons, Stephen. Talked about Bertie Bassett before, Mr. Burt. Mr. Burt is now on scene in the cell with me and Stephen. He knows Stephen. Stephen knows Mr. Burt. I've got Stephen knelt down, hands on his head. He's calm. Yeah. I told him I'm going to get him a brew. I'm just going to search his cell quickly. Yeah. He is calm. I know this guy. Bertie Bassett out the cell. Me, Bertie, out the cell. Comes out the cell, goes to the flap, have a look at Stephen, produces a very nasty bladed weapon. Yeah, the troops have gone now. Bertie Bassett's gone. I gets on the phone, bit irate with Bertie Bassett, get the troops back, get him in kit. I want that weapon taken off him. Which they did, that didn't involve me. Will you stop trying to distract? Oi, come on, fetch your ball. Yeah, I told Bertie Bassett, no uncertain terms, are you ready for this? Not to interfere, yeah, when I'm dealing with someone. You know, when he come back, he apologised. Stephen, thankfully, was peaceful. Yeah, we got him back in the cell again. Search cell, took the weapon off him. Very dangerous. He was unmedicated, Stephen. That's what makes people like him very unpredictable and dangerous, guys. And I mean, he was dangerous. You know, don't think 'cause I'm saying I got on with him, yeah? I didn't let my guard down, not ever. He was dangerous. He went to Prestwich Hospital, so I was on the escort. They asked me whether I would go. I knew him really well, which I had no problem with that. Officer Scrappy, he came too. Didn't cause any fights though. A few other staff. We gets to Prestwich. Was it Prestwich? I'm sure it was Prestwich Hospital, yeah, mental health hospital, big one. Back of the Tesco's. Not as big as it used to be, but it's massive. In there, they have low, medium, sort of high secure. Not like a high secure hospital, just how people are kept, you know, danger levels, threats, how mentally unwell they are. So he ends up on a unit. No, it wasn't Prestwich, sorry. It was North Manchester General. I remember now, coming off the unit. You'll be surprised, some of these mental health units. This was a low secure unit. This guy was medium secure all day. Yeah, Stephen. I couldn't believe we'd taken him there. This unit, as we come off it, and this is what I remember, the prison staff, because we've left him there, there's a little keypad type thing, and you're into the main hospital. Yeah? So if Stephen had been stood behind a member of staff coming out, he could have been straight out. Yeah, into the main hospital. I remember that now. So we've taken him onto this unit. Low secure this. There's a charge nurse, my size, yeah. He's running the unit, mental health nurse. There's a doctor, yeah, and then there's some young, small lasses, 4 of them. And there was a lad there who was tiny as well, yeah. They got nothing to him. This is the reality of mental health, guys. Not all brick shithouses working in mental health. Yeah, these people were tiny. If he kicked off right there and then, take the officers out of it, you got the big charge nurse, yeah, and staff are going to get hurt, really hurt. Get her? Come on. So here's the thing. He's unmedicated, Stephen. The doctor's trying to get him to take medication, oral. That will, pardon my French, fuck him up for a few days. It will bang him out. He'll be out of it. He's going in seclusion as well. He's not got a choice. Seclusion, a seclusion room, it's a room with very little in it. It is made so other than banging their heads, yeah, people can't, or there's a minimum chance of them being able to harm themselves. Yeah? It's like the special cell in prison. It's got a plinth for a bed, nothing else. Yeah, no sink, no toilet, no nothing. Some seclusion rooms have toilets and that. This is a bare room. Yeah? So Stephen, oh my God, that wind's terrible. Stephen, yeah? Sorry, the dog's looking at me. Sorry, Steve, not you. Chill, yeah? Calm your farm, kid. Stephen is not, he's not for going in this seclusion room. So, you know, I'm talking to him. I'm cuffed to him. He's double cuffed. We talked about this before. His hands are cuffed in front of him. Chub cuffs, you're not getting out of them, yeah? And then there's a cuff from them to my wrist. So I'm cuffed. We're stood together. I'm in his personal space and he's in mine. He's not for having this meds. So basically he's going to get a jab in arse. He knows that, I know that. Yeah? And he's arguing. The doctor says, please don't take the cuffs off him. He was scared. Yeah? Anyway, interpersonal skills, dynamic security, staff prisoner relationships. We gets him in the seclusion room, yeah? And I gets him to lay down. Yeah? Which means I'm laid down. Yeah? He's laid on the bed, as it were, and I'm laid down next to him, talking to him still. Yeah? Mr. Samworth, you haven't had this jab. It's horrible. I believe it is. People who said, described it, 2 or 3 days, boom, you're out of it. Makes you feel like shit. I've been told there's provision to top this jab up after 24 hours if the person is still unruly, you know, and a threat to himself or other people. I've also been told by a person that they don't know anyone who's had that top up, yeah? So it's knocking an elephant out. Finally, yeah, maybe 20 minutes, I'm laid on the floor. He agrees to have the injection. He could have taken medication orally. He still wouldn't, yeah? Charge nurse comes in, trackies, bam, in arse. Yeah? Couple of minutes. Are you going to be calm, Stephen? Yes, I am. We undoes the cuffs. We leaves. Yeah? He's in the seclusion room. He's going to be in there 2 or 3 days. I saw Stephen last year. Come on, kid. Go down this way. I saw him last year. Still in hospital. It's about 2014 I took him there. He's with a lass, yeah, and he's massive. What's that mean? It means he's taking his medication, guys. Yeah? Antipsychotics and the like, they make people put weight on. I've talked about this before. That can cause as many problems for people as, you know, the other mental health issues. Yeah, they get depressed, they put on loads of weight. You don't have to eat anything, you know, and you put weight on. So he's in Tesco's just before last Christmas it was. He's with a lass. Now he saw me, yeah, I know he saw me, and he went to go the other way. I followed him. Stephen, he turned round. You alright, Miss Samworth? I'm alright, how are you, lad? Yeah, he was massive. He was about 6'2", maybe 14 stone last time I saw him. He must have been, I don't know, maybe 22 stone or something like that, if not bigger. I said, is that your girlfriend? No, it's not, it's one of my friends. Yeah, you see, as people get better in these mental health units and that, like Prestwich, where he's now residing, they're allowed out. But in mental health, it's continual assessment. So you start taking your meds, don't mean you're going home tomorrow. Yeah? I've already talked about lasses I've met who've been locked up forever. One of my good friends used to work at Middlewood Hospital in Sheffield. Yeah? It's gone now. It was a massive hospital, mental health hospital. When they first worked there on a placement, when they were doing the mental health nurse training, yeah, very, very upset. There was an old lady in there, and I mean an old lady. Yeah, we're talking 25 years ago now. This was an old lady. Yeah, and she was in there because she was born out of wedlock. She was a bastard. Yeah, that just means her mum, you know, had a bit of nookie with someone. She was a product of that. Because that woman wasn't married, yeah, that child was taken off her and put in a mental institution, a mental hospital. That's what used to happen, guys. Yeah, how upsetting is that? So back to Stephen in Tesco's. He's allowed out now, he does a bit of shopping. But there's no earliest release date like in prison, you know. It's not like a prison sentence where you're going home in 12 months. When a doctor, a psychiatrist, thinks that Stephen can go home, or they can find him somewhere, you know, and he's not going to be a risk to himself or the public, then he might get out. And who's the last one? We'll talk about Max now. Yeah? Max. I'm going to show you a little clip after this. Max was a prisoner who came in. The clip is self-explanatory. What I will tell you about Max when he first come in, he went to the segregation unit. They didn't think he was well. He came to healthcare. When the documentary Inside Strangeways came out, yeah, Max was seen on camera. There was a bit of public outcry. He thought he'd been battered in prison. Yeah, you'll see on the video we're going to show you. In fact, we'll show you the video now, then I'll talk about it.
Max Bryce has just assaulted 2 healthcare officers after they entered his cell to check up on him because he had blocked his observation panels. Extra staff have been called in to help restrain him.
We went in because he's covered all his windows, his observation axes. We went in, told him to stay on the bed while we removed him, flew up off the bed, went for me, I've dropped him, he's managed to get a bite on my thing before I could restrain him fully. Watch him because he bites like a mate.
So dangerous has Bryce become, staff have no alternative but to forcibly remove him to the segregation unit.
Slow. Stop biting me! Fucking biting! Take hold of that!
Keep his head right back.
Take it easy. Calm, trust me, okay? Stay calm.
I had to get a tetanus IMP. He was making all strange growling and grunting noises at us. And at one point he started laughing. You know, there was like 4 or 5 jailers restraining him, pinning him to the ground, arms in locks. You know, it's going to be very uncomfortable, very painful for him, and he was laughing at us.
Bryce's violent and unpredictable behaviour means that he must now remain in segregation until he has undergone a full mental health assessment.
I think the picture at the moment from what we're getting is it's more behavioural. It's more bad rather than mad. I mean, some of it could be adjustment to finding yourself in prison, but it's difficult. When he won't comply with you, you can't really make a full psychiatric assessment.
Door clear.
Max Bryce has also been given a clean mental health assessment. He can now attend court to answer police assault charges.
They've looked at his history, at his nose, at what they know about him, and from that, it doesn't suggest a mental illness. So it's either anger management or a personality disorder. Because I'm not mentally health trained, I sort of tend to think, oh, there must be some kind of mental illness. To watch somebody attack officers like he did last week, I think, oh, surely there must be something mentally wrong. But maybe I'm just naive. Maybe you think after 5 years I would recognise when people may be just naughty.
Because Bryce is considered mentally fit to plead, he could face 5 years in jail or be back on the streets in a matter of hours.
And we're back in the room. His face, yeah. Before anyone says, I know, but this happened. When he was arrested, for whatever reason, it was a minor disturbance. He only spent a few weeks in prison, yeah. 12 coppers, batons, gas. You can see that, gas to the face, the burns. He was also tasered. People have said before, police don't use tasers and gas, it explodes. He was tasered, gassed, and battened. Yeah? Down the block, he's on healthcare. The incident you will see, by the time it was over, there was some 30 staff, maybe more, who had hands on Max in order to get him to the segregation and get him located. Yeah? What you'll see him being dragged out of a cell. You'll see staff leave the healthcare, struggling to hold him. He fights all the way. Yeah, when I say fight, he's struggling. Yeah? On the way down there, I wasn't there, I'd just gone home. Bam. 30 or 40 staff. Max got out 3 days after that incident. Yeah? No mental health issues. Back out into the public. Imagine coming across Max. Yeah? What you're seeing now. You don't know him. Very unassuming guy. You know, take away everything that's going on. You imagine being in a situation out where there's public and this guy goes wild like he did there. Yeah? No mental health. Yeah? 2 weeks in prison. One of the nursing staff saw him after this incident when he got out about 6 months later, working in a casino at the bottom of Newbury Road, walking distance of Strangeways prison. Yeah? The incident starts because staff go in. Yeah? One of the staff got bit. Yeah? Numerous staff suffered injuries. I'll call it a restraint. As you can see, they are struggling. Yeah? He fights all the way. Most people are spent after a minute, 3 minutes. This guy, 20 or 30 minutes later, he's relocated in the special cell in the segregation unit. Okay? In the comments, guys, if you want to ask questions about this bit of clip, put them in. Lee'll deal with them in the question and answer. Okay, guys, as always, thanks to new subscribers, every subscriber. Thanks for all your comments, thanks for all the people who are watching, thanks for all the support, and bless all those people with mental health who are struggling, who are contacting me. Okay, guys, cheers. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're having the best weekend possible. Thank you. As always, parting shot. Yeah, man. Al City, guys.